this is how it always goes. When anyone's trying to time in the market, it's like, okay, joke's on you, because people who are already actively in the market are going to get the deal. You're already too late if you think you're like, oh, I'm going to jump in now. Like, oh, the rates are dropping. It's like, oh, I'm going to jump in now. It's like, oh, you have already lost. You need to just buy a house when you're ready to buy a house, period. Or if it's time to sell, you're selling it. You know what I mean? Obviously, consult your local realtor if it's the best time to sell. Okay, time out. What are we calling this place? You've gone through so many, like, you know,
I'm still trying to figure it out. I haven't been out here that long.
I know. How long have you been moved in? What, 2 weeks? 2 weeks total, maybe? 3?
What is the date? No,
Okay,
it's been
No,
it's been a month. It's been over a month.
Has it really?
It's been over a month, but
what is time?
You know, there's still been some in and out because of stuff I'm still doing around here. I'm about to get kicked out again because I'm putting in some wood floors back there. So
yeah,
you know.
And when you say you're putting the wood floors,
no, I'm
just putting in those wood floors.
I'm, you know, having someone put in wood floors. I'm not putting in wood floors.
Yeah.
I'm the pointer.
The girl can
wood floors go back there.
Yes, girl can get her hands dirty, but not on this one. Yeah.
I do demo and design.
Yeah,
I don't put it back together.
Those are your what are? Okay, so I've got this. I think I told you about this. I've got my 5Ds.
Oh, your 5Ds.
Your two of yours are demo and design. I think that's hilarious. Okay, so here are my 5Ds.
This is the first time I've ever heard you say this, but go ahead.
Okay, then it's just been I've been ruminating about it. Okay. It's just, it's amusing to me. I think it's funny. Okay, so dogs.
Deal. Got it.
Diamonds.
That tracks. That tracks.
Dudes.
Ew, dudes. Really? Okay.
Well, yeah. Democracy.
Oh, okay. Dudes and democracy. I have questions.
It's dadgum real estate.
Dadgum real estate.
So those are my 5Ds.
Okay.
Anyway, so 2 of yours are demo and design.
Well, I'm not like claiming any Ds.
Dogs.
No Ds for me.
What about dogs?
Well, yeah. I mean,
okay, so dogs are on there.
Perros.
Okay.
Perros.
Yeah. Lo siento. Perros. Yeah. Sleepy little nugget.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we calling this place?
So it's still up in the air. I think, I just don't want to have ranch because, but it's also really hard to get away from calling it the ranch because we just keep doing that.
We have called it ranch since day one,
Yeah, I know. But it's not a ranch.
To call it something else to the outer world and we only call it the ranch seems a little weird.
Well,
we can't pull a fast one on everybody.
Well, I'm gonna if we change the name, then I'm gonna start calling it that.
It'll just be hard to not call it the ranch. I'll have to retrain my brain to not call it the ranch. It's quick, it's easy, it's
okay. I just don't like. It seems like ranch and farm both to me imply animals and a lot of land
or agriculture.
That's not what we have here. So I'm thinking I like either clearly I've got a little bit of a Spanish flair here, a little bit of Southwest style. So I'm thinking casa something or villa something.
Yeah.
Or something villa, something casa.
I think I like villa. I think
villa's a little more all encompassing. I think of sort of a small elegant home that could be either Spanish style, Italian style, Greek. Anything could be a villa. Really.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking something villa.
Okay, I like that.
ChatGPT has given me plenty of options.
I know, we looked him up the other day. You had some good ideas flying.
I'm just letting it.
In due time, it will present itself.
I'll know it when it hits me. So.
Yeah. I feel like deer are really
I'm still into that.
Toying with the idea.
Yeah. You know what I have the most about here as of right now?
Wait, I love this game. Snakes.
Ew, no.
A bird. Hold on. Yes.
Raccoons. No, we have seen raccoons and we have seen the big, huge hawk out there, which is fun with these binoculars that Jamie left. We grabbed them and looked out and saw the huge.
You left them.
It was cool. It was cool. So,
what have you been seeing out here?
Oh, frogs.
Oh,
yeah. Cute. And I'm pretty sure that's what he was chasing in the bushes the other day.
That's hilarious.
He was hopping like a frog, little cutie.
He was kind of bouncing, wasn't he?
He sleeps. Ridiculous.
Yeah, he looks very uncomfortable.
That's how we. I know. That's what that is.
His body's facing this way.
So he's a long dog. He's a long dog.
Okay, so he's been hopping around like a little frog back there.
Yeah.
How cute.
Okay, so anyways, it's
in the works. Okay, yeah.
It's in the works.
You'll let the people know what it's called when it's time.
And if the people have any ideas, send them my way. Send them my way.
Accepting submissions now. Yeah, like I mean, I feel like the wildlife that's out here, it'll come to you when the time, when the timing is right.
Well, it's pretty funny. We haven't recorded a podcast in a while, and the last one was at my old house.
Yeah.
And now we're finally in here, so that feels really good.
It's like HGTV where you're like, okay, commercial break. Oh, we've got our house finished now.
Yeah.
But you moved. You didn't move as quickly on this, and because like intentionally, because you didn't have to. Because you were moving into it, so you got to make it exactly how you needed and wanted it. And now, from what did you close? January what?
31st.
January 31st. January to July. Yeah. I know, here you are. Yeah. It seems like it was just yesterday. That
I know, everyone says that. Like, oh, you did that so fast. And I'm like, didn't feel fast to me.
Yeah.
Did not feel fast to me.
Yeah. In the winter months were chilly and...
Yeah.
Did you feel like things weren't moving as quickly in the winter months? Because it was slow and cold and weathered and...
I'm trying to, like...
I mean, you experienced a couple of snowfalls out here, too.
Yeah, that was, like, right off the bat.
Yeah.
When we came to look at it, it was the snow. But I don't think it snowed again since I bought it. But, so I've got most of the inside done. Once the floors are done, then that'll be the last big project for a while. Of course, there's always, like... a bunch of little things to do. It's hard for me to not look at all of them right now. But, so I'm kind of starting on the outside now.
It's so beautiful.
Which will be much easier once it starts cooling down because, I mean, I am just, like, absolutely covered in sugar bites, and it has been the...
Also,
demise
if the people know how to help get rid of sugar bites, like...
Yeah, if there's any... It's been kind of miserable.
Because I know... It's just
my ankles,
irritating.
my back,
you're irritable, vulnerable, just like...
as soon as it starts itching and you start scratching, it's like...
You can't stop.
Game over.
Yeah.
And it's like, they're activated. And
yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyways, I kind of was... And I was covered and I had sprayed my whole body.
Prepared. You were prepared, yeah.
So, I don't know. I think when you live in the woods, there's kind of no avoiding it. So, anyways, I digress.
Why segue? Nice. Okay, great segue.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know where we're segueing to, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can segue into my overhanging topic for the... I don't know. I guess just like lately, not even today, not even yesterday, but I met up with my friend Mackenzie yesterday, and
where'd you guys go?
Well, I was up at her house.
Oh yeah.
So they've been in their house about a year now, and they are just they've got a really cool space up there. It's up off Waterloo. It might be an acre or almost an acre, but it backs up into this just like most serene pasture up there. And so it's chain link on the backside, wooden on the side, so they've got their privacy.
Yeah.
But the sunset views up there, I mean, she had posted something today. She's like, I still can't believe that like this is where we live, and they get to see the sun. I mean, Oklahoma, one thing we've got going on is our sunsets.
Very true.
And it is so cool. And then the dogs are like chasing the animals on the fence line, just like they're in the country, but they're like not in the country, But no, we were just talking about, so she ended up finishing Facing Codependence.
Yeah.
The book that I
still never read it.
Oh, you haven't read it?
No, I didn't read it.
Oh.
No, because I read did they I didn't realize until I got there, we're talking about Green Shoe, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't realize until I got there that the whole sort of setup was based off the book.
Yeah, the structure.
Everyone was talking about it. I was like, I've never heard of this book.
It's strange that they, like, whoever you did your phone interview didn't tell you about, like, hey,
it is.
Also, like, take note, like, maybe pick up this book.
Yeah,
or
maybe
like,
they assumed I had already read it.
Yeah, maybe so. Interesting. Well, anyway, so Mackenzie was just finishing that book, and I came up to her house yesterday, and John was working in the garage on his woodworking stuff, and Mackenzie and I were just, yapping at the little island, and one thing that we were talking about, the idea of self-love and how those two go hand in hand, right? Codependency and self-love, and what it means to actually love yourself wholly. And so something that's been thinking about, because I turn inward a lot in that regard. It's how do you know somebody actually loves themselves? How do you know that somebody truly loves themselves? And what are they... How are they showing up in the world? What do they do on a daily basis? What do they do for themselves? What do they do for others? How are they nourishing themselves and meeting their own needs and not relying on external things to meet their needs? And just something that we were talking about. But it's a muscle. You've got to flex it. And if you don't know how to do it, it's not it doesn't happen overnight. I think that's the other part of this too. And I was kind of talking to her about more about that. Rome wasn't built in a day. You can't expect like, okay, it clicks now. Now I love myself, and I didn't yesterday.
I think
it's just a continuous. I mean, it's the continuous journey. It's never. You're never at the. I think it's also the other point of that. You're never at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just keeps getting sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. You know, and there's just so much to keep uncovering and unveiling and unlearning and then relearning.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was just cool. But yeah, I don't know when you're out in the world and you're interacting with other people, whether it's a work capacity or whether it's socially, how do you know what are telling signs for you that somebody truly loves themselves? Like when you're just out and about in the world.
Great question.
Heavy hitters.
Well, I don't know that it's something that you necessarily know right off the bat. I mean, to an extent,
Yeah.
I think you can, but I think it involves some conversation, you
Absolutely.
know, and hearing what people do, how people spend their time. You know, I think obviously therapy is a number one obvious choice of like, okay, I'm investing in my own mental health and well-being and emotional maturity and stability, you know, and seeking professional guidance in, you know, areas of my life that I might need some help in.
Because we can't do it on our own.
Yeah, and also it's so great to have someone who has studied all these different techniques and has the ability to
put some tools in our tool belt.
Yes,
100%.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, you know, I've been like in and out of therapy. I haven't like stayed in it consistently. I mean, I was there for a while. I'm not seeing my therapist anymore, but it's also, you know, she's like, call me when you need me, and I do, and I will, you know.
And isn't that so funny where I like that, because I don't think that we need help doing some heavy lifting sometimes because we can't do it on our own? Absolutely.
You have a block where you have something that comes up that
That
you're
we
like
need to work
struggling
through.
with, and
Yeah.
it's bothering you, and you're like, what do I need to do with this?
Yeah.
Or
I
a
need
situation
counsel.
at work with like, how do I handle this? You know.
Yeah.
That I can, you know, I find it really helpful. And I think we touched on this on the last podcast of like, it's just so wonderful that it's becoming a lot more mainstream to even talk about these types of things.
Not just
talk
do
about
it.
mental
Yeah,
health.
not just do
talk
it.
about self-love.
Yeah.
A lot of these types of words, phrases, conversations, like
That our parents absolutely
People
did
have-
not tell us
Yeah.
what they were when we were growing up.
people haven't been having these, and now it's becoming a lot more commonplace to like meet up for coffee and talk about, you know, this
Just whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I think physical health is another aspect of that, but like, I don't know. I'm thinking of another podcast that I listened to where she just like talks about how, I don't know, there are some like people who are obsessed with the gym, and it becomes a little bit more of like a
personality.
where it's like, okay, do you do anything other than CrossFit, or is that just
Don't get me wrong, I am here for
so-
overall health and wellness, absolutely. But I'm like, I'm not a gym girly.
Well, and you know what? Like, I'm not either.
Yeah.
And I love that we kind of have talked about that.
Yeah.
I used to be a gym girly. Ew. Like, that energy that's people in the gym taking selfies and working out and like, I don't know.
Don't get me wrong, look good, feel good.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Do what works for you.
Absolutely.
Do what works for you.
Do
It
what
just,
works for
that
you.
doesn't work for
Yeah,
me.
I think when you're so closed fist attached and you're so just like neurotic.
Well,
about
when you
something,
think there's
that's-
only one way to do it, which is like, I have to be in the gym, I have to be in a fitness
Yeah.
class. And for some people they do,
Yeah.
you know. I'm saying this I'm not even doing any consistent exercise right now.
Sure, but here's the thing: like you working your property, you going on walks, like you releasing like emotional and just like, you know, pent up energy. Like
It's also
that.
about walking is it's exercise, and B, it's for me it's like really good thinking time.
Oh, absolutely.
Really good thinking
Clearing
time.
head. Well, because
When I'm not hollering at him to stop chasing bunnies, but yeah.
or yelling at the goats or whatever. Yeah. No, you're exactly right. I think everyone has their own sanctuary and everyone has their own like what works for them. But then I think not concerning yourself with everybody is like, I wonder if they're happy. It's more of like are you happy?
Yeah. Well, I think, you know, something we were kind of chatting about before we started recording is, I think one of the biggest things with self-love is going inward, right? Not seeking fulfillment, affirmation, anything like that outside of yourself. Because if you're doing that, you're going to be in trouble. You're going to be in trouble. You're going to be unhappy. You're going to be unsatisfied, unfulfilled. very quickly.
Yeah.
People are always going to let you down. You're always going to be disappointed.
We're humans, you know?
Yeah. And of course, like that's going to happen. That's going to like, you know, we're not perfect.
Right.
You know, sometimes we do get upset about
Right.
things, you know,
Right.
but generally I think, when, and I'm thinking about this quote, not a quote, I mean, just a saying that, you know, relationships are a mirror and they reflect back to us the things that we need to work on.
Yeah.
And the areas in our life that, maybe aren't exactly the way we want them to be.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And you can choose how you react to that.
Yeah.
You can get angry, you can get upset, you can blame it on the other person, you
Yeah.
can say, well, if you just did this, I would be happy.
Yeah.
Whatever that is never going to be the case.
Oh, that's blame shifting as
So you have to go and
Yeah.
you have to look yourself in the
Yeah.
mirror. Why do I feel this way?
Yeah.
Why do I think I need this?
Well-
What is it about this situation
Yeah.
that has me so upset?
Right.
You know, and a lot of
taking
people,
responsibility.
most people never fucking sit down and do
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
They just keep avoiding and suppressing, at
And
least.
then passing it on.
Yeah.
Or just on to the next. Like,
Yeah.
not pausing to figure out for
Yeah.
1 second what maybe that actually
It's a
trying
lot
to teach
easier to
you.
do that.
Yeah.
And it's a lot easier to do that if you're drinking too. At least it was for me.
Oh boy, yeah.
That was something that, you know, I can see now, and I saw this even before I stopped drinking, but like there was a transition in how I was drinking, right? Like the last few years of my marriage, I was drinking very intentionally to
Yeah.
avoid my feelings because I could not face them.
Yeah.
I couldn't face them.
Didn't want to.
And
Wasn't
so-
on the agenda.
No.
Right.
No. And so I was totally fine with what I was doing. And
Yeah.
some people are conscious of it and some people may not be,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And so it's kind of,
That's interesting, isn't
I
it?
don't know, I think once you've been awakened to some of these things, you know, you can't
Ignorance is
unknow them.
Correct.
Right? You can't
You choose to tap into it or not, or like how
Yeah,
how
and so
much
it's
you're
like,
dipping your toes in the
when
water.
I'm off track now, like I
Mhm.
know when I'm off track. I
Yeah.
get irritable, I get, you know, and I'm like, all right, like I need to sit and spend some time with myself.
Just pause.
I need to get centered. I need to get healthy. That way I can be the best person for the people around me. And
Yeah.
I think that would probably be like the biggest
Oh my god, absolutely.
sign of self-love is like what does the relationships look like in this person's life? Do they have good, happy, healthy relationships?
Yeah.
That's a great sign of self-love.
Oh, I love that.
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And
And that they're fulfilling and that they're peaceful, that they're not chaotic,
Mhm.
that you don't, you know, I think another thing that I've been thinking back to, it's like when you've lived a life of chaos, right? Whatever that trauma looks like in your early childhood, that chaos, whatever that family dynamic was, like you later in life will do, you know, you will seek that peace. You will seek that comfort,
Yeah.
knowing that is so the safe haven that is that peace, right? Like I love hanging out with myself. It's so terrible.
we were talking about that the other day. Like
Oh, it's so good.
I love being by myself too.
I
like
love it.
and
I love it.
I, you know, have a person now. And so was it last night? I think I said this last night. I was like, you know, I've been spending a lot more time with her and it's been
As
really,
you should.
and it's been really,
Yes,
it's
yes.
been really fun, but
Yeah.
we both were saying how like, I could still be having this much fun by myself, and I was. And I think that's why, you know, I think that's why, like, we
Yeah.
found each other
Yeah.
because we were both biking high, both like,
so happy on your own and
so
doing
satisfied.
and doing it fulfilled.
So, yeah, and I think that's like, you know, that corny saying, like, you find love when you least
expect
yeah.
it. Yeah.
And it's like,
Ah, dang.
Well,
dang it. It's true.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of. I think it's true.
Well,
Like,
it's you were unattached to any sort
I'm
of
completely
outcome.
unattached.
And
yeah.
unbothered and just like, man, like life is so good. Like, dang, universe, show me how much better it can get.
Yeah.
And then, you know, in
It
walks.
does. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. It's good though. But I think, and okay, another thing that I would think is someone who loves themselves so much is knowing what their needs are. I would consider myself needless and wantless when I was younger because I didn't know. I know now, right? Because we've been getting curious and asking, but needless and wantless. So a little lizard on your back patio. They've been all over. It's been so hot. They've been all over.
Probably.
Needless and wantless, not knowing your needs, but when you know what your own needs are and you know how to like fulfill them, you know how to meet your own needs, game over, baby.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah.
Because you don't need another human. You don't actually need another human to do that. Does it make it better? And is it cherry on top? Yeah. 100%.
And I think that's where, you know, us being where we're at now in life and in our emotional and spiritual awareness and really loving ourselves, loving being by ourselves, it makes it easier to see that in someone else. And also, like, you attract what you are.
Yep.
You attract what you are. You attract what you believe you deserve.
Yep.
And so I think it's sometimes hard to observe. You know, I think there are a lot of people who are in, especially, you know, I'm mid to late 30s now.
Oh my God.
There are a lot of friends who got married in their early 20s.
Yeah.
Are still married. Some of those relationships have evolved beautifully. Some of them have not.
Yeah.
You know, because you see, like, oh, you know, you guys are stuck in these old patterns that you have been in for a long time. And I will say that that's one really interesting thing that I did not expect to come from dating or, like, divorce was a lot of growth. Mm-hmm. Because we talk about this relationship being mirrors. Okay, so if you're engaging with other people, these people are showing you vastly different things. And so
that's a whole other mirror.
It's a whole other mirror.
It's like
and
a
you're
fun
just
house
like,
of mirrors.
Yeah. It is. And it's just like, I feel like every person that I've engaged with in life, I've learned so much.
Has reflected back to you something.
Yes.
To awaken on the... Absolutely.
Right. And so that's been like, it's something that I never thought of. And I almost kind of like...
That's a gift.
Yeah, definitely.
To receive it as such and appreciate it for what it is. That's a gift.
I'll say, like, for all 12 of our listeners, but, you know...
Mom, if you're out there.
No, I would say, like, I was so full of shame when I was thinking about coming out, and because I knew what that meant, getting divorced. And there was, honestly, I had more shame with getting divorced than I did with being gay. Because divorce was never part of my plan.
Yeah.
Or I wanted to be married forever.
Yeah.
My parents are still married.
Yeah.
And I just... Marriage is sacred to me. It's
what you were shown and what you were, you know, wanting to live up to.
And also, like, I made a vow.
Yeah.
And so that was incredibly difficult and a very challenging time for me. But worked through it, have come to the other side of that. And, you know, there's goodness on the other side of divorce. There's goodness on the other side of coming out. That's actually something we've been talking about a lot more recently too, which is just, there was times have changed so much with being gay in our society and culture. It's a lot more open, a lot more commonplace than it even was 10 years ago.
Talked about a little more flippantly as well, sadly.
Definitely.
But yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
But at least it's talked about.
Sure.
At least it's a little less, but even still, like, I'm constantly reminded of still how little representation there is.
A minority.
Oh, definitely.
It's strange. It's strange to even be thinking about that for you, because, like, you're just my best friend, you know.
Yeah,
and I, like, it does sometimes, like, it doesn't even it's not on the forefront of my thought about who you are as a human. So sometimes I'm just like, oh shit, you are a minority. Like, you are a part of a minority.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah.
We've done those we've crunched those numbers before.
We have.
Of course we have. Of course we crunched the numbers. You are, but it's weird to think about, because I'm like, you're just my best friend and business partner and all things.
Like, in most ways, it's not a thing.
Right.
But there is, it still comes up all the time. And like I was telling our HR lady, or people person, as she's called.
It's cute.
You know, that coming out isn't something that you do one time. you do it like almost every fucking day.
Yeah.
Truly. And because some situation comes up or someone says a boyfriend or who you're dating.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
The other, and it was like, oh, you don't have a husband to do that? And I said, no. And they go, boyfriend? And I was like, no. And I was like, yeah.
Do you have one for me?
Yeah, you know. I didn't mean to go off on this tangent. What I was really trying to say was just that I was so ashamed of getting divorced and so terrified of it, and like it made me feel terrible about myself because the story I sold myself was I broke this person's heart, I broke my vow, I'm now a divorcee, something I never wanted to be.
Yeah.
And my life is over.
Yeah.
And I'm gay, and I'm never gonna find anyone ever.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially in Oklahoma.
And you know, truly, I had came to the conclusion that I was gonna be okay being by myself forever, because that's what I believed. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Kind of what you thought you were up against.
Well, the type of person that I knew I wanted to be with, I didn't know if they existed. Truly, because I hadn't seen it.
Which
I didn't know anyone like that.
But isn't that so funny? Because your comment earlier, or maybe it was something I was thinking while you were chatting. The B do have right? What you want to attract.
Yeah, yeah.
You knew that it was possible because you know.
And I would say that. I was like,
yeah,
someone has to be out there because I'm out here. You know, like
yes.
I exist.
Yeah, I'm in the
like,
pond.
There
I'm
are
in the
going to be
pond.
other women like this. You know? And of course there are. Not tons of us, but we exist.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
But just that.
And you want to know the only
there
way
has
to get
been
rid of shame? Talking about it.
True. Bring stories to life.
Yep.
And you'll quickly realize that you are not the only one.
You are not so different than, similar to what Mackenzie and I were chatting about yesterday. She's the idea of self-love. It's, I promise you are not the only one who struggles with it.
Yeah.
It's a day it's a muscle. You have to flex it every single day.
Yeah.
And remind yourself that you are worthy, inherently worthy, and that you love yourself every single day. It's not we did a quick fix.
Because everything in the world will gladly tell you otherwise. If you're looking for affirmation that you're not on the right track, you'll find it.
Yes.
You'll find it.
I was on my walk this morning. I went a different way this morning. I can get caught in my loop. Just because I know it's about 40 minutes, I'm like, I know that's like 2.5, almost 3 miles, So I went a different way this morning. I was in zero rush, I was by myself. I left the dogs at the house. But the idea of, I was journaling this morning in some gratitude, and it was, love and abundance are all around me, right? You just have to be open to seeing it, whatever it is. And whether it's a little pillow with a bee on it, or whatever that looks like. But whatever lens you choose to see the world through, that's what it's going to show you.
Yeah.
So
it's very true.
Change your lens. Yeah. Whatever that might. It's easier said than done. But quit being such a pessimist.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's really true.
What if things did work out? I don't know. Heaven forbid. If
you do have the ability to do that.
Right.
Yeah. And I caught myself in that last week. I was rushing around. I was
not centered or whatever.
I wasn't centered. I was feeling flustered. I was in a bad mood.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped. I was driving. I stopped and I was like, Melissa, look at your life.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? And I reminded myself.
Driving your old BMW.
I reminded myself of all the goodness I have in my life. Yeah. And I was like, you have absolutely no right to be acting like a little brat that you are right now. So get over it.
Check yourself.
And you know what? I did.
Yeah.
And then I had a great night.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm glad that we have the ability to do that. And
that self-reflection you didn't just learn that overnight. And that's the other point. It's like, that takes time to develop that. That takes time to check yourself, check your ego at the door. Like, oh my God, we're not better than, but by volley, showing up for ourselves is important. And reminding ourselves how far we've come, whatever that looks like in our journey in life. Because, if you have more things to be grateful for, the more that good stuff starts pouring in. It really does. Anyway.
Well, I know. You said earlier about being protective of your energy, and that's something that I've heard and have just I think really over the last few months really started to
harness
really take on and realize, because people will when you're living your life on a higher frequency, people notice that. Mm-hmm. People want some of that. They
don't know what it is, but they want it. Yeah.
And I think people are really Well, I mean, I don't know what I'm saying here other than just like,
You can't have takers. You can't have just takers. You
Well-
gotta also have energy givers. So if you're in a situation where I find myself having to say no a lot.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's the power of no still.
Yeah.
And being a lot quicker to, if something doesn't feel right, or then I don't say yes to it.
Yeah.
You know, even you this morning,
Yeah.
I texted you, I'm like, are we still podcasting? You're like, does it feel good?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
If it's forced, then no.
Yeah.
If your
You-
energy's
and-
low,
and
what
you
is
don't-
your energy like?
Yeah,
right
you
now?
don't want to be with someone who, if they've got 10 other things on their mind and they're too rushed and they don't want to do it, I don't want to go to coffee with them.
That's
It's
fine.
fine. It's no big deal, you know?
Let's pin it.
Yeah.
Let's circle back.
Let's do it when it works for you too.
Yes,
Like,
yeah.
I would rather you do what you need to do with your time,
Yeah.
you know?
I used to think that was such a cop out. Like if someone canceled on a lunch or like, hey, I've got to move something, it's like, no sweat. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't ever offend me.
Yeah.
And I don't think it ever has. I'm just like,
Yeah.
10-4. Like I never get bored. I'll find something else to do with my time. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah.
That's true.
Heaven forbid someone leaves me alone in my head for, another hour of the day. But at the same time it's like I've also, I was talking with Katie and Haley about this recently. It's when I show up, I want to be fully present. I want to be my whole energized self and not to say we're not allowed to have off days. We are. But I think on those off days, that's also a time for me to like turn in and be like, okay, let's get centered. Let's get centered. Because I'm no good to anybody if I'm not full. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want to be an energy suck to people.
Yeah.
If I'm an energy suck, I'm like, well, that's awful. Like, just friction. On a whole nother level. Just, I don't know, just icky feeling. So protecting myself and saying, hey, I care about you. Can we rate check? Like, I promise, like, today's not the day.
Yeah.
And but also having people in your life, they're like, oh my God, absolutely. And not take someone who doesn't take it personally and doesn't automatically think that it's about them. Like, no, I promise. It's actually because of you. I'm trying to protect you.
Right, yeah.
Because my energy's off or whatever is going on internally, I think that there's a certain level of just respect and appreciation for the friendships that you do have like that. Kate, Haley and I were talking about that. I want to show up on and be, present with you guys. And if I'm not, then like,
It's not going to be fun for either of us.
ew, like why would I?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do
Yeah.
that. Like that sounds
Yeah.
terrible. Like I wouldn't want me around either, But I think but it takes pretty aware friends and people in your world to be able to receive that and not take it personally. It's like, this isn't about you. Sort of, but it's not about you. It's about me. I gotta like recharge and get back to center, Yeah, I gotta go yap in my head for a couple hours before I'm, ready to share with the world. But anyway. Self-love. Which also leads me to another segue. Entrepreneurialism and work and real estate and construction and all the things. I will say, and I've been figuring this out, as time has gone on, been in the industry for 12 plus years, going on 13 years. And anyone who's willing to bet on themselves and go into business for themselves, be an entrepreneur, be their own brand. And I mean, that's huge and expansive.
Yes,
and I
it
feel
is.
like you in your realm right now, jumping into a whole new world in construction and in the opportunities that you're going to have
Yeah.
coming up.
I mean, it's exciting. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And Friday night, actually, we went to, it's called the Dean A. McGee Awards, put on by downtown Oklahoma City. And so it was an amazing, beautiful event at the Skirvin. It was, they were honoring some developers.
Yeah. Also, talk about an iconic hotel in our city.
I haven't been there in a while. It's beautiful.
It is. I
It's
feel like
so
I only
beautiful.
ever go around Christmas time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I haven't been, oh, you have been to the restaurant, you said?
That was last name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty. It's pretty, at least. Anyway, so we went to this event on Friday, fancy event, it was really
dolled up. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it was fun. But it was one of those things like, I mean, I was incredibly inspired by it. They honored 3 people. 2 of them are developers. And so
Names that we would know.
the main honoree was Mike Buffert, who is the, I guess, owner, principal, main guy at Robinson Park.
Okay.
Which is commercial real estate development, that sort of thing. I mean, he's
Hands in everything.
owns and
Yeah,
has done
yeah.
a lot of the big buildings downtown. And then another guy, Chad Huntington, who, like, I told him afterwards, I'm like, dude, your speech, it was awesome. And it really was, because
I love it.
he's kind of like, he's kind of responsible for Truck Yard, bringing that here.
Oh, cool.
Bricktown Canal.
Yes.
He's kind of
Remapping all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, he started out as an employee, but then it ended up, like, I think buying into it or taking it
cool.
over, and later on. So he runs the canal, he runs Truck Yard.
Yeah.
And his speech was all about, well, the last little bit of it, at least, he was like, well, I've got all you guys in this room. He's like, I'm going to shoot my shot. Which I was like, yes, shoot it, baby. What you got?
We have a captive audience.
Yeah, he was making a big push for reinvestment in Bricktown.
Cool.
And what I loved about it is he brought the numbers. He was dropping numbers about the traffic that goes through Bricktown. And he's like, while a lot of us locals probably don't hang out in Bricktown, but it was like visitors.
They only know Bricktown.
And they're staying downtown and they're going through Bricktown. And he's like, with the Olympics coming here, with the new stadium, with a lot more traffic from, now that we're NBA champions, you know, a lot more people are going to be going through there, especially in the next couple of years. We need to have a bigger push for some different type of development in Bricktown. And I was like, I'm totally on board for it. I love it. I think it's a great idea. And if you think about the location, the structures, everything that's there, other than maybe like some of the businesses and tenants and that sort of thing, but that can easily change.
Oh,
you know?
100%.
And so I think he's onto something there, and I would love, especially new development at the Hill, new townhomes,
oh my God,
very high-end luxury homes going in there.
They're popping.
So let's make Bricktown a vibe. We're saying it here. You heard it here second.
Let's bring Bricktown back to life.
Let's bring why would we not? Why would we not?
And it's funny because I don't feel like when I first moved here, Bricktown, and I had a couple of visitors that would come and they'd be like, well, you know what? I was like, I guess I'll take you guys to Bricktown.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. But like, no, I'm taking you to Brick. Mm-hmm. It should be such of certainty. Like, I'm taking you to Bricktown.
Of course we're going to Bricktown.
Yeah, of course we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the stigma and the energy that it is now, you know, we've got some improving to do. You know, some of the nightlife down there.
It won't take much.
No.
It won't take much.
No.
I mean, they tried the little...
We've got a couple friends that are down there currently, and they've positioned themselves to be on the rise with this.
Yeah.
Down
yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's gonna be huge.
That's true. Yeah. So, anyways, I was really excited about that, but it was a really fun room to be in. A lot of movers and shakers in there. A lot of I'm talking like the big commercial developers, commercial bankers, the people who are really
on the front lines of our city,
really involved in not only getting our city to where it is now, but progressing it forward. Yeah. And so it was really cool to hear what some of these guys had to say. I think we're in good hands, and that's exciting. I think there are a lot of people in the room with a lot of good ideas, and would it be nice to see maybe a little bit more diversity in terms of viewpoints, you know?
Interesting.
I think that I think this award ceremony has been going on for maybe 50 years.
Sure.
Is that too long? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I can't recall.
Yeah.
It's been going on for a while.
We'll fact check it later.
And I think there's maybe one female that's ever won.
Oh, dang.
And so, or been honored. And don't quote me on that. I could totally be wrong.
Sure.
I need to go look it up.
We'll fact check it.
But, I mean, I heard this in conversation that evening of just... you know, it'd be good to have some different viewpoints and perspectives, but I do think there are quite a few. Yeah. And so that's nice. That's good. I'm excited about it. I think, there's just a lot of. There's so much
energy and all of the stuff that's coming.
Cool stuff going on here, and it really is exciting to be on the forefront of that and be engaged and involved in. Now I'm transitioning to a little bit more of knowing what's going on in the commercial world, whereas you're still in residential. So it's like, you know, it's really fun that we get kind of the best of both worlds here. Yeah. You keeping me in the know of more residential
current market stuff. Yeah,
and I'm learning a lot more about commercial real estate in terms of stuff that's being built and developments. But the building side as well of just learning. You know, I was out in the field all day on Thursday walking our projects, and it's so
hard hat.
It's so fun. Yeah, I'll post those pictures about all the guys were raving about this fucking crane that we had. Like, a crane, right? But
It's always their toys. Yeah.
Yeah, but you couldn't see how massive it was really until
Yeah.
I took this picture.
Yeah. When you're
Of me
standing on the
body,
wheel. Yeah.
Because I was like,
yeah.
hey.
Was it a wheel or was it like a track thing?
It was a track.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
that is on 2 tracks.
Yeah.
It's 37 feet wide.
Golly.
It's wider than this room.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking huge.
Yeah.
So of
Yeah.
course, the guys loved to tell me all about it. So it was fun. But just getting to see the scale of these projects and what goes into bringing
Oh my
these
god.
buildings to life.
The massive engineering and all the
Massive engineering.
Golly.
Like it's so impressive. And then one of my favorite things is one job site we were walking in. It's an addition, a new addition, and then a remodel. So they're connecting the new addition to the old building. And so these guys were in there. That was the plumbers. And there's no slab or anything. So all you're seeing is like these guys digging a hole and putting
in the dirt.
putting plumbing in the dirt in between the new building and the existing building. And they've got a plastic table out there with like, the huge printout of the plans.
Yeah.
And you've got like 4 T-posts with like a piece of string going, and that's the outline.
Oh,
to
man.
the millimeter of
Yeah.
that is the corner of the building.
Yeah.
And so they are literally digging these holes and putting in all of this plumbing
Yeah.
based
Yeah.
off strings
What's-
and plans in the field. And that's where my boss was saying, like, all of this technology and all of this stuff is great, but like at the end of the day, and I see it on every job site. These guys are, they're going off a print-off set of plans,
Well,
blueprints, if you will.
The precision that are those plans.
Oh, a lot of times years in the making.
And of
years
course,
in the
and of
making.
course, so I think you know this. I have background. My family comes from construction, so like, I remember most recently a project my cousin's working on. He's building his shop, and this was a couple winters ago now. Yeah, I think it was 2024 maybe. It was just that.
Mm-hmm.
It was just slab was not poured yet, cement not poured yet, but they had all the 2x4s like lining all the things, like making sure everything was set. But it's like that, the beginning stages, and then when it comes to life, you're like, oh, that was nicely done, gentlemen, and nicely done.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what it is. It's like, but down to the what's that? It's the cord, the string that they've got all staked down,
Yeah.
And sometimes like human error happens, right?
Yeah.
We have plenty of machines we can do stuff like that today, but like down to them interpreting the map, the plans, and then bringing it to life. I mean, that's an art. That is the creative. That's like the masculine, like creating in that regard. And it's so cool to see it come to
really
life.
cool.
And overwhelming. And 37 feet. Oh my God.
Wide, but yeah.
That's crazy.
It took
that massive machine was required to bring this project to life.
and it came to us on 18 semis.
Oh,
It takes
God.
18 semi truck to move that crane. You don't want to know what the day rate on renting that is.
I don't.
A lot.
I don't.
Yeah. So that's a whole other.
And
it's
you know what? When
Time
they-
is money, baby.
When they were
Literally.
building those pyramids, I bet they wish. I bet they only wish.
Yeah, exactly.
Which begs the question, like, how did they build those pyramids? You know what I mean? How did they build those pyramids?
I don't know.
A myth we will debunk another time.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's cool though. No, yeah, I feel like it's interesting and give the people what they want to see. Post all that stuff.
I'm going to.
It's crazy. Yes. Don't forget the tag butter.
I'm gonna get better.
Don't forget the tagline. Don't forget to correct me on the tagline.
Okay, let's wrap up with we've had 2 moons this month. I was going to some hippie shit now. Okay, enough with that. Okay, so
Well, okay,
so
not to be like
set-
all dramatic, but today's actually a really big day.
it's today.
Today's like new.
Mooses, come over here, get in this shot. Moosey boy. What a moosey boy.
What's the motivator you think?
It is?
Yeah.
It's not food.
What's your motivator?
Attention. What's my motivator?
Yeah.
Food and attention.
Taking notes.
Yeah, isn't that everyone's?
Mine's definitely food, yeah.
Yeah, I'm motivated by food. Think about it. When you get in a bad mood.
Yeah, Melissa, what's your mood?
Well, you were asking what my dog's motivator was. I said, well, it's not food and it's not attention.
It's definitely not
Unless
your
it's
love, yeah.
Yeah, food and attention are my motivators. Hell yeah.
Mine's motivators. Okay, yeah, mine's definitely food. Exclusively food picks. Picks of
Think
food.
about it when you're in a bad mood. What do you want?
bros.
God.
No brainer. Yeah. Yeah, frozen yogurt.
Yeah. So
Isn't that funny?
yeah.
When I'm in a bad mood, what do I want?
Well, here's the thing. Half the time when I'm in a bad mood, it's because I'm cold. So
oh my god.
I want.
You are literally.
I know. I want a jacket.
What's so funny is like I've known.
I want to step outside.
I want to be. You're like Gretchen. She just wants to bathe in the sun.
Yeah.
Like, all right,
Yeah.
Gretchen, you're running around like this other dog. He does not want to be outside in the sun without me.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I feel like I've known you for a long time. You have progressively been getting colder and colder as you get gotten older, and I'm just like,
I know.
yeah, you gotta get some meat on your bones.
I don't think it's that.
I think it might be that. Yeah.
I don't think it's
I never have an issue. I never eat, or check your circulation.
It's that.
When was the last time you went to the doctor?
Okay, quit.
Anyway, drink your water. Okay. The last thing that we should leave.
Oh no, we were talking about the moon.
Oh yeah.
And today being
hippie spiritual.
Yeah, we were.
So from what I understand, today, August 24th, new moon in Virgo.
Love it. Whatever that means.
Yeah, whatever that means.
We don't know, but we're here for it.
We are very here for it.
Yeah.
We're embracing it, and evidently from August 24th to September 23rd and 24th, the month just before.
Well, this was a big deal because there were 2 moons this month.
Yeah.
So we had
The black moon, and then what was
this
the
was
other
the
one?
black moon last
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
So
What was the other one?
I don't know, just a new moon. But
Yeah.
Oh, but it was a.
But the black moon
There was something.
hadn't happened for several hundred years.
I
And
wish we could remember this.
I wish
Shows how it shows how into it we are.
We love it, yeah.
Like I'm very surface level with all this stuff, but hey, I'll buy into it. Yeah,
Me too.
I'll buy into a healthy habit. Oh, you want me to release one thing and set 3 new intentions? Yeah,
Perfect.
that sounds
Yeah.
like a healthy thing to do.
Twist
so,
our arm, yeah.
I tried to do it last night, but
I don't have a
We
black.
fell asleep.
Honestly, as you should, I fell asleep. I was meditating on my couch. The dogs were, oh, it's so cute. The dog, Gretchen was on my lap. I had my weighted blanket on. Thank you, Katie and Neely. I had my weighted blanket on my legs. Gretchen was on my lap. Wally was on my side, on my hip.
I love a weighted blanket, obviously.
You do.
Yes,
So good.
I love them.
And
Doesn't it feel comforting? It feels like you're being
embrace.
swaddled by
Yes.
your mom or dad, probably
Yes.
as a baby.
Yes, probably
Yeah.
so. Anyway, I was listening to my meditation on my phone. Candles lit, TV's off. I'm done with TV for a while, by the way. And I fell asleep. I don't even remember what the meditation was about. I literally fell asleep.
posted that meditation was
so
playing?
the black moon that was going on. I'm like, I embraced it. I felt like all day, like throughout the day, I was embracing it, but I didn't even.
Yeah.
I fell asleep. I was like,
Yeah.
So I blew the candles out when I went to bed, but it was very peaceful. It was very calming, and I think that that's also another part. Just being still, just pausing, just being still in those moments, and not running around. We're not howling at the moon for all you watchers that don't know what this is about. We're not howling.
Did
at the
you
moon.
think of anything that you wanted to release and or anything that any intentions you wanted to set?
So I think something that I've really been embracing lately, and just like the idea of energy as a whole, because life is science. Just saying, life is numbers, life is science. Be the thing that you want to become.
Yeah,
Embody it now. Do it as if it's already done. Act like you already have it, and you do. Because I'm pretty sure we have $20 million entering our bank account at the end of the month.
Hell yeah.
We do. Of course we do. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna go buy a lottery ticket today, though. Or is it I don't know how that works either. I'm gonna go buy a lottery ticket. I gotta figure it out with certainty, because I think it was called last night, so I need to get one for going into this weekend.
All right.
You should too, just saying. And just act like you already want it. Just act like you already want it. Mm-hmm. You're never losing if you already act like you already want it. You know what I mean? Like, life is pretty good. Anyway, that's my cuckoo spiritual stuff.
Okay.
What about you? What intentions are you setting?
We started talking about this when we went on a walk yesterday. About what we wanted to let go of.
Oh yeah, I'm releasing.
I had a couple things, but nothing that was really strong. The intention that I wanted to remind myself of and believe and walk in is that I'm exactly where I need to be.
Oh, good.
Because I have a hard time. We talk about this entrepreneurial mind and spirit. I'm always thinking, creating, thinking of new things I could be doing. I should be doing this. I want to do this.
Yeah.
Instead of just
beating yourself up a little bit.
Not that, being inspired,
Okay,
being motivated. I had a million new ideas run through my mind after Friday night and talking with people and hearing these people.
Yeah.
It was so exciting and so cool and fun.
Good energy. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I want to be a part of this. How can we help?
Yeah.
What can we do? But then just also remind myself, okay, one step at a time. Like
Slow
I'm
down.
Still,
Yeah.
like I'm still pretty new to this.
Yeah.
I'm still gathering lots of information.
But excited.
Super excited.
Yeah.
But I think like even with this, like I get ahead of myself. I just moved in and I'm already thinking of what's next, you know? And I'm like,
enjoy it.
I've only been here a month. Yeah, let me
Enjoy
just
it.
like
Yeah.
relax,
Yeah.
enjoy it,
Yeah.
and be present.
Yeah.
And I think I really want to focus on that through the rest of the year.
Oh my
because
gosh,
I'm
going
just
into like, yeah, absolutely.
it's been a pretty big push to get here. It's been a very busy year, and so I'm really looking forward to just kind of
reaping what you've been sowing.
yeah, the next
Yeah.
few months are going to be really exciting. I have a vacation next month. Then I'm going to New Orleans with my siblings. Then my sister's getting married at the end of October.
And your leaves are all gonna be changing out here.
It's going to be beautiful out here.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'm really
Good.
just looking
I love
forward to
that.
And so that was my main intention is like, you're exactly where you need to be.
Good.
Just
So I feel like for going into the year, you were in your doing era, and I was in my being era. Now I feel like maybe we're flipping a little
You're
bit.
flipping.
Yeah, because I've been really present this whole year. At least I feel like I've been practicing presence.
Yeah.
But now it's like we're moving and shaking. We got soccer, we got a trip, we got another trip, we got another trip. I'm like, oh my god,
Where are you going? Paris.
Paris. Whenever I get back, shortly after that, I'll be going to meet my family out in DC.
Paris, DC.
Yeah.
Those are two obviously really fun places.
Yeah. I'm excited about DC. You know, we're gonna like move and shake some things over there. And then what was my and then Tamara bachelorette party.
Oh, yeah.
We're in California. The girls were chatting in the group text about where I'm just along for the ride. You know,
Yeah.
like I will be happy literally wherever we go.
Yeah.
From being from
Where
Oregon.
they decide.
I think Sonoma, being from Oregon, I have not spent much time in California. I've been to LA a couple times since I moved here to Oklahoma, but I didn't spend a lot of time in California. I mean, it's a huge state. It's not like I couldn't miss it.
Yeah.
I was just north of it, you know, for 20 years. But anyway, so that'll be fun. And then kept coming back. I haven't decided if I'm going to go to Las Vegas or not in November for the F1 races. That could be pretty cool.
That seems awfully random.
The movie. Did you want? Oh my god, it's so good. Anyways, I'm still like toying with the idea of going to Vegas. Yeah. But anyway, it's just exhilarating. I think it's fun. But anyway, so there's like at least three trips on the horizon the next 4 or 5 months, and I feel like I didn't really go anywhere the first half of the year. So now I'm in go mode.
Yeah.
And the soccer, of course, will be like back and forth in around Tulsa area a lot, and the girls are shaped. It's going to be a good season.
Okay.
It is good. Honestly, it is going to be a great season. I've got 12 girls on my team.
Finally.
Thank God.
A full day.
We've got 3 subs, and it's gonna be so good. And I really do feel like the girls on my team are gonna be so.
What age do you have?
They're 2014s, so they're like 10, 11ish age range. Yeah.
Okay.
And I've got the second team, so I'm not teaching like the elite.
Okay.
So like pressure's off on me to like have them be like the best of the best. But for me, and we had a staff meeting a couple nights ago. For me, as a second team head coach, we want them comfortable, confident, and coming back to play. And then also, I made that up.
That was good though.
I know.
You nailed that.
It's my life has been love for a while. But it's like, I really do feel that. Like, it's not like yes, I came up with that, but like, I really do feel that. I want these girls confident, comfortable, and coming back to play. But then also to add another layer to that, at our staff meeting, it was, you're doing a good job as a coach if your girls are coming back to play. And you're excelling if you're pushing if you're on the second team, you're pushing your girls to go up and play on the first string team. And it's cool because I think I've got the making for at least 2 to 3 that I could push up to give a play at elite, and then have an influx of young ones coming in that also need that. It's kind of the skill building, but it's gonna be fun. The girls are fun. Sometimes I think they get a little like annoyed with my antics, but I'm also like, girls, I promise you this, like you will look back on this side and be like, dang, she had something figured out. She had something figured out. Also, do you wear all of your jewelry every time you come to soccer? I'm like, yes, I do.
Say that?
No, but I'm sure they think that.
You wear your jewelry?
I come out there just as is. I know.
Come on.
I'm
dressed
just
the part.
I am. Of course I am. I've got my hat on. I got my shades on. Of course I am. But I want them to know, like,
I carry a diamond on.
Yes. I tucked that behind my jersey so they don't see that. But I want them to know, like, we can be girly and like, like we can be both. We can have it all.
See.
We can have it all.
Yeah.
the girls were like, what color are your nails? I'm like, I will tell you next time I go to the nail salon and figure out the color. I will tell you. But yeah, it's fun. The girls they're impressionable at this age. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they really are. They're looking to be affirmed. They're looking to be given permission to be themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And girls, you're a big fan. Do the thing.
Yeah.
Whatever you got.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be good.
Do the thing.
Yeah, it'll be good. I'm excited.
Okay.
Signing out.
Any closing thoughts?
Honestly, go forth and conquer, man.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
switch forth from being to doing.
Yeah, let's swap. Cheers.